from Mumbai, we flagged off the event, and we also had a 3.1 kilometer walk. And right now, I had with me, like in the morning, as I told you, I had with me a lot of bunch of enthusiastic crowd here on a Sunday morning, and from small children to old adults, I had everything. Like there was a bunch of mixed bunch who was enthusiastic about this whole organ donation process. And right now, I have with me few special guests. Let me just go across first to Jaya. Jaya has been an organ recipient. Let's ask her what her story is. Jaya, just can you tell us what your story is? What organ did you receive?
Okay. I received a kidney, and this was 8.5 years back, and I lead a very normal life now. I just walked the walkathon, entire walkathon, and life is great, back to near normalcy. And I would really appeal to everyone to think about organ donation. I've now joined Mohan Foundation, which works for promoting deceased organ donation, and the bigger story is that we want each and every person to think about organ donation because it could save up to 8 lives, and have this talk at home. It's an important decision which you should take. I am alive today because somebody donated a kidney to me, and it is a great second chance that I get to live, and it's very valuable. It's priceless. So many people can receive this gift. Please discuss this with your relatives at home. It's a very important decision that you need to take. Thank you.
Right, Jaya. Along with Jaya, also I have with me Mr. Ashish. Mr. Ashish, if you could tell us your story,
Yeah,
please.
I had a renal failure some 6.5 years back, and I received a kidney from my wife, who is here with me. So she's a live donor. Her kidney gave me a second life, and now I'm hale and hearty, doing all my normal activities, living a very normal life. Completed the walkathon right now. I would request each and every single person who is watching NDTV right now to please go forward, pledge your organs, don't take them to the grave. Anyway, live after you have died also, okay? So please donate your organs. There may be some religious beliefs, there may be some myths, but trust me, there's no religion bigger than humanity. Go ahead, pledge your organs, and live even after you are no more.
You donated to your husband, so you had a personal reason to donate your organs. But tell our viewers, why should you, as an individual, should lend to this cause, like to someone you just don't even know, and there is no personal benefit out of it. So why should anyone donate the organ? What is the importance of this?
See, for me, frankly speaking, because he was my love, my husband, I was being selfish. To save his life, I donated my kidney to him. But after doing that, the feeling of satisfaction, the sense I got, it's great. I can't even share. There are a lot of myths. Even, when I decided to go ahead and donate my kidney, there were a lot of people even in my family who did not support me. But I was firm and I went ahead with this. And after that, I have now decided and I've pledged all my organs.
That's
So,
wonderful.
so I would appeal to everybody to pledge their organs. You can save up to 7 to 8 lives.
Doctor, as we all have been hearing about this, that one person, by donating their organs, can save up to 7 to 8 lives. Could you just run through the statistics of organ donation in India, and why is it so important to create an awareness about organ donation?
It's important to create awareness because we are still way off the mark. So in terms of percentage, we would be almost at the bottom of the table in the world because if 1 lakh people require organs, I don't think we even have organs available for 2 of them or 3 of them if you take all the organs in together. That would be a dream to have 3 organs, but we are not even there. So a lot of people require kidneys, liver and heart to survive, and they die because they don't get an organ. And the life-related transplant program, though it's robust for kidney and liver, is not practical for heart. So when it comes to organ donation, you are going to help these people live longer. At any point of time in any individual, be it diabetic, non-diabetic, organ donation gives you a better and a longer life. Now, if you have a treatment which gives you a better and a longer life and you can't get it, it's unfortunate.
Right. Dr. Dadeja here is a nephrologist at Fortis. So, doctor, could you just tell us medically, is there any complication for for a person who's receiving the organ?
Yes, the body will obviously is going to fight against the organ because it considers it as foreign. We use medications to keep that under control, but if the body wins the battle, it can lead to rejection. Today we have so many drugs to fight the rejection as well. So yes, there can be rejection, but the incidence is less. Despite all this, we have a very good success rate of more than 90% at 1 year and 80% at 5 years. So it is still considered to be a very good treatment because on dialysis we do not have statistics matching that at all from a kidney perspective. And from a heart perspective, I am again sure because a heart transplant patient, a patient requiring heart transplant would not be able to live without a heart, right? So it is definitely giving you a survival benefit, a better quality of life. So despite having a complications known, we have learned how to tackle them and give you a better life.
So, Jaya, tell us, did you have any complications when you underwent the whole surgery?
Well, I wouldn't say complications. Thanks to doctors like him, my nephrologist as well, they do a wonderful job of managing the dosages and the medicine because as a recipient you have to be on immunosuppressants for a lifetime. But it's a delicate balance that the doctors know how to do and they try and give a near normalcy to life. So.
And also, if we talk about, let's just talk about heart. In heart transplant, like what are the statistics currently in India? And okay, generally also like about the organ donation. So could you just run through some statistics, like so that our viewers are aware why it is important for organ donation?
So as I told you, the number of patients on dialysis, we are multiplying the survival on dialysis so much. So it's a strain on the resources. It's a more expensive therapy. Living with dialysis is more expensive than living with kidney transplant. And there are people who want this transplant, who want to go ahead with a transplant. But it is less than 1% of population who require transplant eventually get a transplant. Right. And it may be because of financial reasons sometimes, but most of the times they are willing but they don't have a donor. So they rely totally on a cadaver. So for a country like India, developing this cadaver donation is of paramount importance because the numbers that are waiting in queue are huge. And the cadavers which are available, unfortunately, cannot be translated into actual transplants if they are not willing. So the awareness is required for people to agree, for the relatives to give their consent at that time. So the statistics are definitely skewed. There are huge number of patients on dialysis waiting for a transplant and a very, very small percentage actually getting that, maybe less than 1%.
Just to add to what Dr. Jadeja is saying, there are more than 1 million people in India who are waiting for a transplant. So around 2 to 3 lakhs waiting for a kidney transplant, around more than 50,000 waiting for a heart transplant, similar number waiting for a liver transplant.
Kaira, we just completed the 3.1 kilometer walk. And what is that one message that you would like to give? And did you pledge your organs today?
I haven't done it, but I'm definitely going to think about it now. Like I said, we lack education, we lack awareness. Today I'm more aware. Like I said earlier, I believe in the youth in India, I believe in India, and I do think people will come out and pledge their organs.
Right. And that is the message that you would like to give us?
More to give.
More to give, yes. And Mr. Aziz, if you can tell us, what is that one message, being a celebrity, what is that one message that you would like to give our viewers? Because in India, we follow what our celebrities do. So do you think if more celebrities come into this campaign, like either it's organ donation or say Swachh Bharat, campaigns like this, do you think it's going to make a difference and more people would get out of that stigma and come out and donate?
Well, first of all, celebrity, yes. I mean, celebrity is a word which I really don't like. I mean, as a human being and somebody who's known, that's a better word.
A public figure, maybe?
A public figure, yes. I mean, people know me. People know because, if we take a message and it is heard, and as you rightly said, that this is a very important. Actually, this initiative has not been actually. It's been taken in such a big way before. I don't think I've seen it before anyway. So I think it's a very good thing. And as I said before, that I have personal experience because a very close friend of mine, I won't take names, his wife went through heart transplant. And so we have seen it firsthand how difficult it is for a person waiting for a transplant, waiting for an organ. It's such a big, it's so much stress, but still, so there must be, I've just been given the figures because I'm not a statistician. I believe there are 400,000 people yearly who actually wait for Indians, who wait for an organ. So there's so many people waiting for various organs because of something which, you see, it's not in their hands. If God forbid something happens to me, I lose a kidney or I lose a spleen or a pancreas or anything, so I would need that organ. So I mean, it's nothing. I'm not asking for something which I am doing deliberately. It's something which I need. So it's like basic. So if he can help and somebody, when you no longer need your organ, that's the basic thing.